KCAL Rocks, time to talk some sports with our guy Pep. We're getting close to a big weekend, Pep.
Man, we're gonna really blow it out right on the football field this weekend. Super wild card weekend. Not even just a wild card weekend. This is super wild card weekend in the NFL playoffs. Game Saturday, game Sunday. We got Monday Night Football, and that's actually the Rams and the Cardinals at SoFi in Los Angeles. And kind of the big news, guys, was the great Eric Weddle unretiring, right, to rejoin the Rams and help them on this Super Bowl run.
Man, very cool. But how hard is it to come back onto the football field after 2 years? Seems like it'd be tough.
It's going to be tough, but he only really has to do it for a handful of games. I mean, Eric Weddle was a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious, what has he been doing? Has he been, on his cell phone looking for Pokemon characters? Or has he been in the gym working out and getting ready to play football again? Like, what kind of shape is he in? If he's in great shape, hey, turn him loose. But if he's been, binge watching Netflix all the time, then maybe not so much. But I guess we're going to find out either way.
Yeah.
Right.
So Eric Weddle coming back is a huge addition for the Rams. It sounds like, at least, against the Arizona Cardinals. That's a Monday Night Football game. And I hate to point this out as we talk little Rams here, but remember, the thing on Matt Stafford, the quarterback for the Rams, is that he's never won a playoff game. This is going back to his Detroit Lions days, but he has never won a playoff game. Will this be the year in a Rams uniform that Matt Stafford actually gets a playoff win?
It's funny. It's always been said, well, it's the Lions, and now we're going to find out.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty heartbreaking for the Rams fans if that one doesn't work out well.
It's going to put a little extra pressure on Mr. Stafford. Hopefully he can just keep it chill.
I mean, he's a great quarterback. We know that. He put up some big numbers. I mean, Cooper Kupp is proof of that. Just look at his stats. They're incredible. But can he get it done when it matters the most? You play all season long to have a home playoff game to win your division. You do that. You took care of that job. But now you got to go that extra effort now. You got to start winning some playoff games. And for Matt Stafford, at least on paper, you're bringing in Eric Weddle. You got all this talent. You should beat the Arizona Cardinals, but the Cardinals are a tough road team. The Cardinals are 8-1 on the road this year.
It's just like you said, though. They should win, and that puts a weird kind of pressure on them.
Yeah, and Cardinals have looked very beatable late in the season.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you never know. Any of these teams can just turn it right back on, too, it feels like.
Yeah, right. Like any other sport, whether it's baseball or hockey or whatever, you just got to be hot going into the playoffs, right? Like, building that momentum. And the Arizona Cardinals really don't have that momentum going to the playoffs. So if you're a Rams fan, you do have that on your side. So we'll see. That's a Monday Night Football game, so that'll be fun on Super Wild Card weekend. The other NFC games this weekend, 49ers at Cowboys. I think that's a real juicy one. I'm excited for San Francisco and Dallas. We got the Eagles at Buccaneers. Convince me that the Eagles have a shot against Tom Brady and the Bucs.
I mean, we are coming on looking good in the run, and they say the run is what you need late in the season. So we are good there. And we played the Bucs earlier this year, and I really feel like held our own against them. And that was one of the games where Jalen Hurts looked terrible. So if he can somehow get it together, make a couple passes, I think we can hang in there with the Bucs squad that's injured, been dealing with a lot of controversy here late in the season, and hopefully are a little more distracted than usual.
I think that's a good sale right there. That could happen. I feel an upset coming.
I like it.
Well, you guys could be right, man. Tampa Bay is all beat up. And, of course, the controversy with Antonio Brown. They don't have all their star players on the field. They could be ripe for the picking if you're an Eagles fan.
That's what I'm hoping for. Like, I didn't have very high expectations for my team this year. Still trying to stay a little bit grounded, but I am also excited because it does seem like we could steal a win here in this game.
I love it. I mean, just imagine if the Bucs start to get beat. Imagine if the Rams lose to the 49ers. I think these are very dangerous games. Oh, my God.
Yeah, all these games this weekend I feel could go either way. So that's the NFC. Over in the AFC, here again, some pretty balanced matchups. Steelers at Chiefs, maybe that's the one game that feels a little lopsided in Kansas City's favor. Maybe Steelers and Chiefs. Patriots and Bills, that's a toss-up. Raiders at Bengals, that's a toss-up, man. All these games are great this weekend.
I do kind of like Big Ben when he was talking about his game coming up against the Chiefs. He's just like, look, we're going to get killed. We're just going out there to have fun. Like a little bit of that reverse psychology. I kind of like that gamesmanship.
It's smart. Why not do that? And if you think about it, gosh, remember how Kansas City started? I mean, it was like, there's no way they can get this under control.
They look bad.
Exactly. Here they are. They're in the playoffs. And when you think about it, they're the most dangerous team and probably the scariest.
Yeah, Kansas City in the AFC is probably the most dangerous team, but there's always that chance they're going to look like that Kansas City team that we saw for like 5 or 6 games or so where they were just dropping eggs. Like it was just a dud. They couldn't do anything on offense. They were barely beating other teams or losing. They were playing a lot of like low-scoring games. Maybe that Kansas City team rears its ugly head here in the playoffs and gives Big Ben a chance. But if Kansas City can put it together like they have the last couple of years, then yeah, they're probably the scariest team in the AFC. I would agree with that.
Well, let's not sleep on the 2 big dogs, the Titans, who are getting healthy at the best time possible, and then the Green Bay Packers, who are the number 1 seeds. They're off this weekend for a reason.
That could be the Super Bowl right there.
Yeah, it could be. Both on a bye this week, an extra week to heal up, an extra week to maybe scout, these other teams and get prepared for that first round matchup for them. So yeah, Green Bay and Tennessee, the number 1 seed, just hanging out, free weekend.
Scary.
These games are ripe for some upsets, dude.
I love it.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm really excited about this weekend of NFL football. So we'll definitely be talking about that more next week. Now, if we can, let's bounce over to the hardwood, talk some Laker basketball. Guys, it hit an all-time new low. They lost last night to my Sacramento Kings, and I will say straight up, the Kings are absolutely awful this year. This is Sacramento's really bad, but this year they're really, really bad, and the Lakers still lost to them. Russell Westbrook was awful. The Lakers were awful. They lost 125 to 116, so things are not improving for the Lakers. LeBron's still great, but they're losing.
But we can thank your Sacramento fans for delivering the great memes of yelling Westbrook and Russell and booing the crap out of them. They were relentless, and it was hilarious.
Was not big on that signing, and now people are seeing why.
Sacramento, the fans were just murdering him last night. It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, we're a rowdy bunch. And I did see another meme floating around. And I think it was actually a picture from inside the arena, but the Kings have a thing where they award the ice-cold player of the game. It was Russell Westbrook. He was ice cold last night. He was like 2 of 14. He only had like 8 points. He was bad. He could not hit a basket.
Man, I cannot wait till this weekend does its thing.
Can the Lakers just cut him? Is that an option?
Could it be happening?
Just, hey, not working out.
Get somebody for him is always something, right?
Well,
LeBron knows what to do.
Don't call you.
Patrick, you just mentioned it. Get somebody for him. There's a report that the 76ers were actually looking to swap Russell Westbrook for Ben Simmons, straight up, just swap the 2 point guards. And the 76ers said, nah, we're not interested.
Wow.
Head case for head case?
Yeah, really. Like they're both
all this year?
divas.
I think if he feels like playing, he's pulling that I'm a disgruntled worker thing.
But he hasn't played yet, right?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Yeah.
No, it's weird that there's any want for him at all.
Yeah, and I think that's what scares off a lot of teams is even if you get Ben Simmons in the building, you make a trade, you get him in the building, like, does he even want to play? Like, that's the thing. Like, does he want to play? Does he want to play NBA basketball?
But if it comes at the cost of getting Westbrook out of LA, maybe worth it.
40's all for it.
Please.
I cannot wait until this weekend settles it out because I'm telling you, there is an upset this weekend, and we will talk to Pep, our guy, on Monday. Pep, tell him how to get your stuff.
I can't wait. Bring on the drama. In the meantime, check out Inland Sports all over social media. You're already hanging out on the gram and Twitter and all those places. Check out Inland Sports. We got the Inland Sports YouTube channel as well. Check it out.
Thanks, Pep.